transition out of the bootleg stuff? Like, were you getting in trouble? No, yo, I gotta find something.
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple of times where, you know, I got hit at the swap meet by the sheriffs, and then I just was busy, bro. Like, I was really on this radio shit heavy, pursuing that radio shit like a motherfucker, and like, I would say I probably got out of that shit like I was probably like 20, probably 2021, because like I was still wholesaling mixtapes to all the stores, but like the swap meet shit, like the spot got blown up low key, you know what I mean? So like I got kicked out of every swap meet around the state of Arizona at least 5 times, you know, and it was like, damn, I ain't got nowhere to set up shop no more, you know what I'm saying? So that was like almost why, like, okay, cool, the mixtapes, I started to get in trouble for doing the mixtapes and the DVDs. Cool, let's do the t-shirts and the mixtapes. All right, what's the next thing? Jerseys. Oh my God, the jerseys were good to me, man.
Right.
So I would just always, like, if I was getting in trouble for bootlegging shit at the swap meet I was at, I'd be like, all right, what else could I sell? Oh, I could do these jerseys. Oh shit, all right, let me see. And this was before everyone knew about fake jerseys, and everyone had them. Right. So I was getting jerseys for like $22 a piece and selling them to people for like $150. The markup was crazy. Because people like were like, yo, I was like, yeah, I got that triple stitch authentic. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just a $300 jersey. I give it to you for $150. And that shit was great.
No, that's real. Okay. So you kind of stopped doing that. You're like, all right. I'm assuming like at this point the radio starts booming and you're doing better in that perspective.
Yeah. Started to, you know, I wouldn't say booming. Radio didn't start booming for me until, 2014. I mean, I'm talking about making like 6 figures. Yeah. But it started to work in listen, when my first full-time job, like I worked at a radio station in Phoenix, but my first full-time job was in Boise, Idaho. So that was in 2009. I had to take that job. That was for $25,000 a year. So I was surviving, supporting a kid off of that shit. You know what I mean? So like,
you lived out there for a little bit?
For 1 year. I was in and out that bitch. I mean, yeah, it's a beautiful place to raise your kid. I'm sure lots of Mormons. It's a beautiful city.
I know the Broncos are pretty good out there.
Boise State Broncos run that whole shit. Yeah. But I could never ever. I was like, as soon as I got there, I was trying to get out, and then from there I went to Vegas, and Vegas was amazing. So, but yeah, you know, the radio shit, you know, it was a slow grind for sure.
Okay, so you moved to Boise for a year, and then you moved to Vegas. Did you move back to Phoenix?
Yeah, so I went from Phoenix to Boise to Vegas to Phoenix to Tampa to LA.
Damn, okay. Were you still on the radio shit when you moved to Vegas?
All those places, yes. Okay. Everywhere I lived, I moved for a radio job.
What stations were you working at?
In Vegas, I was at Hot 97.5. In Phoenix, I was at Power 98.3. In Boise, I was at Wild 101. In Tampa, I was at Wild 94.1. In LA, I was at Real 92.3.
So
I'm still at Real 92.3. So
right. So what? So you said you went to Vegas, then to Phoenix, and then
back
Tampa?
to Phoenix, and then to Tampa, then to LA.
Okay. What? I was gonna ask like, why'd you move from Phoenix to LA? But it sounds like you moved from all these other places too.
Yeah, you know, it's just opportunity and bread, man. You know, if I'm at a place and the situation is cool, but if I feel like I could level up going somewhere else, I'm gonna go. And the goal was for me to always end up in LA.
Okay.
My whole career, I was like, I gotta get to LA. If I'm gonna do this shit for real, I gotta get to LA.
What was your career like when you first moved out to LA? Was it starting to pick up at that point, or were you still like, man, I'm
No. LA, you know, I'm gonna be honest, like, LA, since I've been there, has been good to me. But, you know, I already had a lot of roots in LA. I knew everybody there. Tons of my best friends already lived there. It's right there, you know. Every artist in LA was my people. I was playing them on the radio before everybody. I was playing all these LA artists on the radio before LA radio. When it was K-Dot in 2009, 2010, you know what I'm saying?